Hello, my internet fans. We are here with a milestone at Statboy Rants at Casa D18 Studios. This is episode number 40. Woohoo! 40, baby. I'm 40. No, actually, I'm turning 35, but the show is 40 episodes strong. Thank you to all my fans for watching. Thank you for following me on Twitter at LBStatKid1977. Thanks for joining my Statboy Rants page where I'm at 96 likes. I need 4 more for 100. And thank you for sending me messages on Facebook. But here's my problem with that. If you're going to send me a Facebook and you just say what's up and I say what's up, start the conversation, because I don't want to have dead airspace on Facebook. I got somebody out there on Facebook, you know who you are, you send me, what's up, Mike? I say, what's up? And then, dead silence. Talk to me. You know who you are. Anyway, plenty to talk about. Lots of things. Going to start off with your Raw report, featuring John Cena and Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar came out to open Raw, and he basically started to do his opening speech, or his welcome back speech, and of course he took out the chapstick and started kissing John Laurinaitis' ass. The shocking thing that got me the most was that Michael Cole actually acknowledged the UFC, which I kind of thought was a little bit of taboo. I mean, because usually, you know, real stuff in the world that wrestlers do usually don't get mentioned. For example, going to other promotions, or, you know, getting arrested, or, you know, wellness violations, or stuff like that. That's stuff they usually don't talk about. But of course, Michael Cole gave us the history lesson, and he mentioned UFC, and I'm guessing, so now Dana says, you know, Brock is doing his thing. He comes out, he starts his speech. John Cena interrupts, which was well understood because of what happened the week before when Brock gave Cena the F5. And let me quickly touch on that. If you're up there on his shoulders, you know, I'd be kicking and screaming and trying to get the hell out of there. John just sat there. Now, if he was still beat up a little bit because of what happened at Mania with The Rock and he was just dead to the world, okay. Or if he was just selling it like he was supposed to, okay. But if I'm on the shoulders of a 280-pound giant, I'm going to try and get the hell out of there. Big mistake. Cena comes out, and you can see his lips. He tells Brock, I forgot to thank you last week. He walks right up to the Beast, slaps him dead in the face. Big mistake. Brock uses a double leg takedown and starts beating on him like he's in the octagon. Cena gets busted open, legit. No blading here. The whole locker room empties out. It's a full-scale riot, four horsemen style. You know, I guess these two don't like each other. And, you know, Brock tries to jump over everybody blocking Cena. Cena tries to jump over Brock. You know, all hell is breaking loose. We go to the back. John Laurinaitis is berating Teddy Long. This is all your... Let's go home. This is all your fault, Teddy. You're supposed to keep John Cena in check, and you didn't do it. Why didn't you do that? And here's David Otunga with the lose the coffee gimmick, David. Really? I mean, come on. I'm sick and tired of seeing... If there's one around here, I'm tired of seeing the coffee cup. It's so stupid. Okay? We get it. You know, coffee can be cool. I don't drink coffee, but coffee can be cool. This is boring, okay? This is David Otunga. I went to Harvard Law School. I'm going to sue you. I've got the physique of a Greek god. I'm also in the shadow of my wife, Jennifer Hudson. Either stop kissing Laurinaitis' ass, get in the ring, and make a name for yourself, for God's sakes. Anyway, Cena comes back, lip out to here, you know, and he says he's just ready to go. He wants to go, so and of course he fights Otunga. Stupid! I didn't even see the match, and I don't even care what happened. Renegade, what happened with Cena and Otunga? See? Even Renegade doesn't care. Well, he's thinking about it, but...
I honestly don't remember.
See? It was that bad, nobody remembered. But we have Cena and Brock at Extreme Rules. Which, let's face it, ain't going to be that extreme anyway, because, you know, I think Brock's going to revert to his UFC days and just put a hurting on him. Legit. Off of Twitter, my good buddy 10Daniel30 wants me to address that the Johnny and Teddy storyline, now that it's over and done with Wrestlemania, is reminiscent of the whole JBL Shawn Michaels thing. Where, let's face it, Teddy Long is now Johnny Laurinaitis' bitch. Which, sadly, I have to agree with. You know, I'm a little surprised that Teddy is still around. I would have, you know, he can go away like on a vacation with Oksana for a couple weeks. Or maybe even a month. Put him in the back, let him do road agent stuff. And then he can like watch Raw and SmackDown spiral out of control. And then let's bring back Triple H and say, you know, let's have another match, and this time winner stays and loser's gone for good. Let's do that. I was also asked, should Teddy and Johnny have a match? No. I'm not denying that John Laurinaitis can maybe still go. I mean, yeah, he had a craptastic match that one time a few weeks back, but I'd be more concerned about Teddy getting hurt. Yeah, Teddy was a referee for a while, and I may have read somewhere that he got sick somehow. So I'd rather, I want, you know, Teddy thugging and bugging and all this, you know, and holla holla, yo, play and all that. And I don't want to see Teddy in the ring. I don't want to see anything happen to him because he's a nice guy, you know. He's one of the, he's the OG player. Forget Ice-T. Teddy Long is the new OG player in my opinion. So, you know, that's what should happen there. Also on Facebook, I've gotten some questions. Thank you. You guys know who you are. I just didn't write your names down. I apologize. The women's division. The current status of the women's division. There's a women's division? Really? You know? The women's division is just so different. I mean, I like Beth Phoenix as Divas champion. You know? She holds that title with prestige and all that, but honestly, there is nobody around to take it from her yet. But I was corrected earlier. Let's listen to this. Eve is now teaming up with Beth. Eve is doing the whole I can screw Zack Ryder every different way until Tuesday, just not literally. We saw that at WrestleMania, okay? The Bella Twins, they're just eye candy now. They get an occasional match once in a while. Alicia Fox, I haven't seen much of her lately. She's not a contender for the belt. The girls with Brodus Clay, they just dance. They're not going to be wrestling anytime soon. So that, you know, Karma's still out. Layla's still out. Michelle is pregnant from what I'm hearing. I still haven't confirmed it, but apparently she's pregnant. Good, you know, settle down with life with that. That leaves Natalya, who apparently has become face, and they've taken the farting storyline out of the picture. Thank goodness. But that could end up bad because, you know, we've said before on this channel that Natalya is a legitimate wrestler, and for her to lose is a slap in the face to the Hart legacy. So, you know, who's left? Nobody. Which makes Beth can Beth wrestle herself? it'd be it'd be one hell of a match. Beth versus Beth, and Beth wins. Oh, Rosa, we forgot about Rosa. She's doing the thing with Primo and Epico. You know, shaking her hips every day, and they don't stop for a whole week. I'm distracted by a picture on the computer. Who is that? She's hot. I'll figure it out later. Like I said, Rosa's not going to get into the ring anytime soon, so that, like I said, Beth, number one at the top. No one can beat her unless they want to. Oh, AJ. Broken up with Daniel Bryan. Oh, Kelly. Yeah, let's forget about Kelly. You all right? Yeah. So, you know, I mean, there's no women's division. The tag team division, like I say, Primo and Epico, you know, there aren't any more good tag teams around. You know, Kofi and Evan went well, but now Evan's probably done with a foot injury because apparently he snapped his foot in 4 places and needed 5 pins. And putting the whole, let's put these two together like they did with, you know, Miz and Truth, or Truth and Kofi and whoever, and Big Show and whatever, and Cody and Zack, and, you know, all these people, that doesn't make them an established team. That just, it's like, we're just going to put you in there, you know? So the tag team division is going straight to hell. We have the Usos, they're legitimate, but you see the outside the ring or whatever that show is, they can cook. They make Samoan barbecue, which looks pretty good. But and you know, they're part of a heritage. Give them a title push, you know. Another question I got was why is the WWE title defended in the middle of the show, and wrestlers like Cody Rhodes and Dolph Ziggler are stuck in mid-card hell? That is a very good and legitimate question. If I had a good and legitimate answer, I would... No, just kidding. The main answer is I have no idea what WWE is doing. I remember the days when the title was the main event, no matter what, because it's the title. I mean, you're the top guy. You know, that's like saying let's have the Super Bowl first. Let's have the World Series first. Let's have the NBA playoffs first. Let's go for the Stanley Cup first. You know, WrestleMania proved it with Sheamus beating Daniel Bryan in 18 seconds. I mean, you just don't. Sheamus has the belt. What's he going to do with it? Defend it in 20 seconds again next week? You know? I don't think so. I would definitely love to see Cody and Dolph get a better push than they did before. I mean, Cody is a 200-day or 230-day IC champion. Now Big Show's got it. Cody can run like his father did. Cody can run like his, well, not like Goldust. I mean, Goldust had plenty of IC champs and a few tag team champs, but he never got the world title. Dusty is a champion, but not WWE. He's more NWA, which has a little more prestige than WWE. Let's face it. If there was no NWA, there would be no WWE. So, and look at all the matches Dusty had with Flair. I mean, so, you know, I think Cody can hold the title. Give him a push for it. Dolph, on the other hand, yeah, he's doing this whole thing with Jack and Vicky, but I mean, and like I say, he needs to do better than a one-day title run. There's no doubt about that. If he would have held the belt a little bit longer, it would have been an established title run. So they definitely need to really consider them. Also, I received a note on who I would want to see Taker fight at WrestleMania 29 if he goes. And as I said, there were only 2 people, and then I caught 3, and then I caught 4. The 4 being Punk, Brock, Rock, and Punk. But unfortunately, I want Cena to do it. Not necessarily break the streak, because let's face it, the streak will never die. And if it does, you're going to lose a whole bunch of wrestling fans. Because let's face it, all four men, Cena, Punk, Brock, and Rock, they're not the young generation that much. Cena is in his mid to late 30s. Rock is about to turn 40. Brock, I think, is in his late 30s. I think Punk is in his late 30s. They're not the younger generation. They're the middle generation. The younger generation, of course, is your Codys, your Kofis, your Usos. AJ's a baby, so, you know, Daniel Bryan's in there somewhere. He's younger. Who else is younger that I can throw out?
Wade Barrett,
Wade
Drew
Barrett,
McIntyre.
Wade and Drew, they're still young. They're the new generation. Are they going to go out and beat Taker at Mania? No. Because the streak is never going to die. But regardless of if you like those four gentlemen or not, they will still put on a good match. That's what I want to see at WrestleMania. I want to see a damn good match with top name talent. That's why I want to see Cena. And if the same thing happens like it did this year, if Cena loses, which let's face it, he probably will, he'll probably do the whole woe is me bit, and then here comes the next guy. Okay? Okay. So, that was a good little rant there. Now let's get off of the wrestling and let's bring in the baseball, hence the Angel gear. Angels, what are you doing to me here? You just got done with a series with Kansas City. You had a 6-0 lead. You blew it. Not cool. If you're following me on my Statboy Rant page, what I'm doing basically is I've stolen what the hockey media does. They name their 3 stars or their 3 top players. What I'm doing, I'm taking the 3 top Angels. I'm ranking them. 1, 2, 3, point system. Whoever does the best is the best Angel. Of course, the ultimate goal, I want to see the Angels go to the World Series. Right now, Albert Pujols is not doing his job. Yeah, he's getting hits once in a while, but he's not producing. In my ranking system, I think I've got him 7th or 8th out of 14 players. He's right in the middle. Now, I'm pretty certain somebody's going to say, well, the season is too new. Yes, I get that. The Angels season is only 6 games strong. But you got to remember, he went from a championship team, the St. Louis Cardinals. He got the World Series ring. That tells me that he should produce. This team right here, St. Louis Cardinals, okay? Remember that. St. Louis Cardinals to Anaheim. Thank you, Renegade. So that means he should produce. I mean, if you take somebody in wrestling who is in a promotion, I'm just going to use a name, AJ Styles. He was one of the best in TNA. He probably still is. If he comes to WWE, I would expect him to win his matches. Not job out, not lose. I want to see him win because he's done something proper. But this guy is more of a media whore than anything. If you go to Angel Stadium, you're going to see Albert Pujols' picture right there. He's everywhere. He is a media frenzy, okay? April 17th at Angel Stadium is Albert Pujols bobblehead night. Did they have bobbleheads in St. Louis? Probably, but guess what? The media is going to make a big thing of this because he's Albert Pujols. You know? I mean, $240 million, you should produce at least a hit or multiple RBIs 3 times a week. I'm not asking for much. I'm giving him 2 seasons. You know? By the 3rd season, if the Angels haven't won a playoff or made a playoff appearance, then Artie Moreno is screwing everything up. Moving on to hockey. The NHL playoffs are upon us. The Kings are in, thank goodness. They are the 8th seed and they are playing against Vancouver. On Wednesday night, which the playoffs started, they won a tough game, 4-2. Congratulations to the Kings. You're up 1-0. And also, the Flyers and the Penguins went to overtime. The Flyers are up 1-0 in that series. The Red Wings and the Predators won game 1. You know, I will go on camera and say that the Red Wings are a dominant team. Do I want to see them win? No. I'm anti-Detroit. Because I'm tired of having Detroit thrown in my face. Be it the Tigers or be it the Red Wings. Okay? Slap shot. Go! So, good rant for episode 40, I would say. Keep those comments coming. Follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. Thank you to my brother, the Renegade, for doing all the stats stuff on Twitter. And if you listen to King's Talk, excuse me, he won Popcornopolis with a little help from Casa D18. So, I got on the show at the end of the season 2. So basically, what they do, they just let you call in. You can ask questions. They do giveaways, and you win popcorn buckets from Popcornopolis. Apparently, Popcornopolis is a confectionery place. It's out by Universal City Walk, and they just make the craziest popcorns. I think they have like a cinnamon popcorn, a caramel popcorn, a cheese popcorn. So check them out.
Zebra, honey barbecue, standard caramel corn.
Honey barbecue popcorn? That sounds interesting. I gotta try that. And also, in Casa D18, we've found a website called sporcle.com. SPORCLE. It's a lot of fun. It's basically quizzes. Renegade and I have put a couple out there, so look for us there. He uses his Twitter name. I use LB Kid as mine. And it can be like anything: TV shows, wrestling, geography, entertainment, sports, literature, history, religion. And we just sit around here and we just, kind of like Jeopardy almost. They give you a clue, you put the answer. It's very addicting. It's a lot of fun. So check out sporcle.com. They're getting a plug because of me. Let's see those comments. Follow us Facebook and Twitter. 40 episodes strong. We got 40 to go. Thank you all for watching. See you next week. Stat Boy out.